Welcome back to the Off the Leash podcast, your one-stop shop for all Mankato Moondogs and the newly coined Mankato Habaneros. I'm AJ Switek, joined by a very special guest today, the first ever Mankato Habanero, Amity White. Thank you so much for joining the podcast today.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely, of course. And I mean, addressing the elephant in the room of sorts, I feel like it's what everyone wants to hear. You're the first ever Mankato Habanero. How did that sort of come together ahead of this upcoming summer?
Well, when we had our tournament at Alabama, one of the Mankato or the Northwood representatives came and talked to us because I knew I wanted to play summer ball this summer, but just the finances of it was very expensive. So we were just waiting for something to happen, like another opportunity. So she came to us and she was talking about how they were starting it up and like how it was gonna be like a great thing for softball. So I talked to my parents about it, and my brother plays baseball, and they were like, "Oh my God, the Northwoods!" Like they knew all about it. They're like, "This is crazy." So my dad was like, "You have to play, like you have to do it." I was like, "I want to do it." So we just decided like whenever I get the opportunity, like if they want me, I'll come.
Absolutely. The Northwoods League trailblazers of sorts here with the, like you said, affordable summer collegiate softball, not something that had really been seen before. So definitely adaptable to jump right in. Did you know right away that this was something you were looking for and kind of just a perfect match?
Oh yeah, definitely with like Minnesota, because my dad, we don't really know many people in Minnesota, but like the other places were way up north. But my dad used to work with a man who lives in Minnesota now, and they're like, "This is God telling us like you need to be there." Because like after they followed me on Instagram, I told him he was like, "Yep, you're going to Minnesota." That's it. I was like, "Okay."
That is awesome. And have you ever been up to Minnesota before? I know you're from the South, obviously, Alabama, but have you ever been up to Minnesota?
No, I've never really been up north at all. Like the farthest I've been is probably to California for a tournament, but up north, no.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you'll definitely get acquainted a full summer up north. You mentioned it. Most of the teams located in such. You'll be in Mankato, Minnesota, completely new area. So are you looking forward to this new adventure just for a summer here to try to figure out some North life, see if it's for you?
Yeah, I'm very excited just like to meet new people because like obviously staying with the host family and stuff is gonna make me be more out there. So like especially I want to know how people do in the north because I have some northern friends and like the way they talk and the stuff they talk about, like it makes me so excited.
And you talked about it, right? Moving up north, just a completely new situation, especially in a new league, just of its own here with the Northwoods League. What are you most looking forward to in terms of on the field improvement this summer? Is it just the constant repetitions?
Yeah, basically I just need to get more reps. So like especially at the plate, just find my swing, find what I need to do. So might throw in slapping this summer too, just to come back as a dual threat if I can. So very excited for that. But mostly just more reps because I'm still pretty new to the game. So the more reps I get, the better.
Yeah, and new to the game, super interesting. I did a little digging. You played multiple sports prior to softball, correct?
Yes. I cheered, I did competitive cheer, and then I played basketball.
So how did you kind of get into the sport so late and really kind of burst onto the scene?
Well, I was a cheerleader my whole life because my mom did cheer in college. So like she had me flipping when I was in diapers. So I did that all the way up till probably my seventh grade year. And I kind of threw in basketball in middle school. So I started playing basketball. And like I was just very athletic. So it kind of was pretty easy to like develop in that. But then my high school that I was at didn't have enough girls for a softball team, and my brother plays baseball. He used to make us play with ball in the yard with him all the time. So they was just like, why not? So at first it was rough. It was really bad because like obviously you can't just go out there and know how to catch and all that. So but like the more I did it, the better I got, and I was just having fun, and it ended up becoming like a real thing for me.
Yeah, and fun is what it's all about, obviously, right? And when did you start realizing that, playing at the next level, not only an opportunity, but something that you wanted to pursue?
I was really in high school. I was just out there, like, playing around. Then I joined a travel ball team with Coach Q, and he helped me develop. as a slapper because his wife used to work at Bama. So Kendall Best Sides taught me how to slap. So like it's still crazy to hear about that because she was the SEC player of the year at Arkansas. And I was just going from there. And then I moved from Tuscaloosa to Troy. And that's when I met Coach Wade, my other travel ball coach that I left, like graduated his organization. And he was like, we're gonna foot on the gas because I was really late in like the recruiting process of it. Like I was committed to a JUCO, but he was like, I think you can go bigger. Like I really believe in you. So like he pushed me. He pushed me hard. And like it was still fun. Like and all the girls I met, like still my best friends to this day. But he was like, he made me keep going. And it wasn't even till this my senior year, it was like 2 weeks before official signing day. I started getting like real like looks from D1 schools and everything else. And he really just helped me a lot through it. So I was just out there playing. And I was like, oh, I got an offer. I'll go. Like, we're gonna have fun. And then he was like, no, like, we're gonna take this to another level. So it was like, it was like the summer of my junior year. And then going into my senior year is when I was really like going, going, going.
Definitely all gas, no brakes, right? And have you enjoyed your time at South Alabama to this point?
Yeah, it's been great. Met a lot of great people. Like they've offered me amazing opportunities, like with my major and stuff. So like I definitely have a good plan set up for after college, which is very important to me because like they look at me as a student athlete and like especially my coaches, like they make sure they give us opportunities on and off the field. And they've really been helping me develop and become a better player.
And obviously pretty far down the line for a younger player like yourself. But outside of softball, what are you hoping that the future entails? What's your major and what are you looking at in those next steps?
I'm in broadcast journalism. So I know they have an internship that I'll be doing in the fall with our ESPN Plus. And then got some internship that I could possibly be doing in the summer with iHeartRadio that's down here, but it'll be more of like over the computer type stuff. And then just I know our Jeff, our dude named Jeff, he runs like the girls' athletics. I'll be working under him to be like more on the sports side, with setting up and event planning and stuff. And our coaches got us in touch with some representative from the MLB. Yeah, he was very informative. Talks about how he wants like more females in the organization. So like opportunities that we could be getting into like after college. So they really line us up. But I would love to be like just a broadcaster, sorry for sports. But honestly, whatever opportunity gives me, like I'll take it. I've been enjoying it so far.
Oh, you're totally speaking my language. I have a major soft spot, obviously, for sports broadcasting in the major. So maybe if you have some off days, we'd love to have you up in the booth if that's something you'd be interested in.
Definitely, I would love to.
Oh man, that is awesome to hear. And then just on a little bit more of a personal level, we talked a little bit off air. Didn't you just correct me if I'm wrong, haven't you just rescued a dog?
So there's this like it's like a campus dog. He's been running around. He's a big white Great Pyrenees. So I was in my dorm doing homework, and my roommate calls me. She's like, "We're gonna go get this dog. Like, we're gonna rescue him," which was like been hard because apparently he's been here for years, and like people have been trying to get him. He just runs away. I was like, "All right, girl, like whatever." Like I did not think she was gonna actually get him. Come to find out, I come back up to my room because I'm in my friend's dorm doing my homework and stuff, and she was cooking for us. And I walk in, and she got him. So we took him to like this vet place. They're like, we're gonna put him on the foster list. So my roommate's parents are gonna foster him, but he's been here. We've been feeding him and stuff. We took him to the vet, got him his shots and all that. So, but that's been definitely an experience. He's been fun though. He's a good dog.
That's awesome. And it'll probably be hard to leave the dog for the summer, but at least the counterpart, the Mankato Moondogs, maybe could fill in the role a little bit.
Yeah.
But awesome that you at least get to know it a little bit here before the summer.
Mhm.
And just another question I have for you in terms of softball when we're talking about on specifically on the field, what tools do you pride yourself in most on the field? What should fans be watching and listening for this summer?
Definitely my range in the outfield. Like I use my speed a lot in the outfield and on the bases. So that's definitely one of my biggest like tools I have when it comes to playing ball.
Yeah, I figured when I heard you talking about the slap, definitely had to be fast out there, both in the outfield and on the base path. But with spring ball still obviously in full swing, what are your goals right now with South Alabama before looking too far ahead to Mankato this summer?
Mostly just more like quality at bats, just making sure I put the ball in play, like hitting strikes and not balls. Because I get up there and I love to swing at everything, but it's gotten a lot better. I'm starting to have more quality at bats, and especially my seniors above me, like Mackenzie Brasher, she's a art center fielder. She's helped me a lot, especially in the outfield and just mindset wise on what to do. So just basically locking into that and staying focused on that.
I'm glad you mentioned the upperclassmen because that's like a perfect segue into my next question here. A really cool opportunity about the Northwoods League is meeting so many different players from different walks of life and different experience levels. Are you looking
I'm
forward
on a
to
podcast.
picking the brains of others this summer in Minnesota?
Can you ask again? I'm sorry, my teammate just walked in.
Oh, no worries. I was just wondering, the Northwoods League provides opportunities where you're going to meet players from all across the country, different walks of life, different experience levels. Are you looking forward to growing with those around you?
Definitely. Most of my teammates who have played in the Florida League talk the most about that, about how great it is to meet other people and like other players to play with. So that's more of what I'm very excited about, to like play with different people from different places and just having fun.
Well, there you have it. I mean, it seems like speaking right here from our conversation, the Habaneros got a great one. Future broadcaster, so you could listen for Amity in the booth this summer. Also puts it all out there on the field, and now a most recent dog owner. So, Amity, thank you so much for coming and taking your time to join the Off the Leash podcast. And I'm looking forward to a great summer here with the Habaneros.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course, thank you.